Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Sal, and I'm joined here by my co-host Saida. And on this particular video, we're going to cover top 3 reasons why you should grow your Instagram. Social media has become the way of life in 2018, and if we're not using this platform to put our best image out there, we are hurting ourselves. And so we're going to talk about the importance of why to go ahead and focus your attention, your time, your energy, and even your finances to get that image up there, because it's no longer just about popularity, but there's some very, very important entrepreneurial reasons why you should grow your Instagram. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's true. We went to several conferences this year, and even there they were saying that it's very important to grow your self-image and to boost your Instagram.
And brand yourself.
And brand yourself, exactly.
So the top 3 reasons why you should focus on your Instagram. The first one, as she touched upon, is to brand yourself, is to give the world an image of you that we normally can't do in person to person. And now, because so much business is done through the internet, that this thing is actually very valuable. And although it is filtered to be the better side of you, hopefully it is the better side of you, it's very important, because you will end up doing businesses with people that you never meet face to face. And in that way, you can present a version of you that you want the world to see. This has become the modern day handshake.
Yeah, exactly. And also, some of the people that interview you, if you went to a job interview, the first thing they'll do is they're gonna look at your Instagram or Facebook.
Precisely.
Right?
Now, they may do this by asking you directly, like, what's your Facebook, what's your Instagram?
Or without you knowing it.
Yeah, so nowadays it's not that difficult to find some people, because you can look them up by name as well as city. So the one way or another, they will find you. So you will, and they may even add you and follow you to keep an eye on you as you begin to work there. So very important to carry the best possible image of yourself. So some things like the wicked night you had,
or the pictures with your middle finger sticking out.
That's not gonna
no.
That's not gonna draw any employers nor any other significant people in your life, let alone a potential life partner. You are
definitely not.
really hurting yourself. So branding and self-image is something that you get to do. The numbers that you have and the engagements you have on social media are as significant as, if you remember being in school, how significant our GPA, grade point average, was, and how much of a huge deal it was. This is the modern day and real life version of that GPA. Is your social media standings, is how well you are perceived, and the numbers that you have is that valuable, but a lot longer and a lot more tangible, because people will actually use that to measure so many different elements of how to treat you and how to actually add value to your life, and how to see if you are someone that they should follow, and they should even come to admire and use as a point of reference to buy or as a guide for certain things. Because if you have some recommendations, they'll follow your recommendations over someone else, because you have such a huge following.
So number 2 is your social network. Social network is now your social net worth.
Very true. Because remember, we were always saying that you are the composite of who you know, and the fact that social circles have a huge influence on your net worth. Who you know is a very, very huge asset. And now us having a big, wide social network is like a version of becoming a millionaire. Is financially, you can become a millionaire. Also, having a huge social following, you are seen with that amount of respect, because if someone has 1 million followers, whether they are a millionaire or not, they're going to have the prestige of, wow, this person has accumulated that much followers. It's a huge deal. It sounds insignificant, but in terms of, like, how does that translate to real life value? It has tremendous amount of real life value, because you might form a lot of connections there.
Yeah, even more in the future it's gonna be.
Oh yeah, and as we begin to progress away from other forms of media and dive more into social media, it is going to become more and more important. So we are now taking preparation to build out a massive social network, because you find a lot of wonderful people in
Yeah.
in social media. But if you are an amazing human being and you have so much to offer to the world and you only have 300 followers, it's going to be hard to spot you.
A lot of business relationships you can do
Sorry, John.
through or build through social media,
You will, as I mentioned,
which I did personally.
that's becoming more and more of a commonality as we're going to do business. Like, most of the people that I do business with are people that I haven't met because
Yeah.
of social media.
Exactly.
And,
Same
and
here.
So we're providing value around the world. So that's why it's so important. It's a virtual handshake. It's a virtual way of getting to know the other person. So you want to put, again, your best self out there. Third, very significant reason why you want to build out your social media is because once you become an influencer, you will actually be paid to provide your feedback or review or post about a particular product or
true.
service, and that is called influencer marketing.
Yeah, I have a friend that makes $300 for each post
Wow.
that he posts. Yeah, and he only has 25,000 followers.
That's
So
that's a wonderful asset to have. So I mean, he's
Yeah.
not even promoting his own product.
exactly, even if you were to lose your job, if you have 25,000 followers, for example, then you can still make money without you going to work.
Think about it. Marketers or advertising companies understand that TV advertising is dying, billboard advertising dying, newspaper advertising is practically dead.
Yeah.
So they're using the best form of advertising, which is social proof. And if 10,000 or 100,000 people look up to her, then if she is sharing something, that becomes very valuable to that advertising company, and they're going to write up a post, give it to her, and she can post it for a few hours or a full day. She doesn't have to keep it on her page,
Yeah.
and she'll get paid for doing that. So
Yeah, we used those services ourselves before, right?
yeah, in terms of marketing. So
Yeah.
you can either be on the side that pays those people to get your content in front of a lot of people's eyes, or you can become the influencers and capitalize on that. So
Yeah.
very valuable stuff.
And
very
it's
important.
expensive nowadays. It's going to be even more expensive. Right now, it's all underpriced, right?
Yeah, because not many people are utilizing it, and the major advertising companies are going to slowly begin to see that social marketing is the avenue to go. So they're going to divert more of their advertising dollars there, and that's going to increase the value. So whether you are just beginning your social media or you have an existing following, you can always use a boost to get yourself to a higher platform. Whether you have 1,000, you want to get to 5,000, 5,000, you want to get to 10, or you're at 10 and you want to get to 100,000, you can give yourself a boost with real followers and real likes to give yourself the chance for more followers to see, hey, this person has 20,000 followers. They must have some content. It's the same content, same message. You just elevate yourself above the noise.
That's true.
And that's why we ourselves are utilizing these services to get our message across to more people. Listen, it's an ocean of noise. You really have to stand out, or else you're going to get drowned out in all the other noise. Do something on top of adding the value. You really have to put your numbers out there, and numbers really up to the point where people will pay attention to you. And if you would like to tap into those services, do not hesitate to reach out to me or Saida by Facebook private message, and we'll connect you with that service that has actual results, and the results happen within 24 hours to a week, so you don't have to wait a lifetime to see that. And that's why we endorse it with our own accounts, and we have seen the results. They're very significant.
True.
Well, thank you
Thanks,
for joining on this episode, because we have shared some key pointers of how to grow your social media, and that will be an avenue where you can create a wonderful asset. As Saida mentioned, whether you lose everything else, if you have your following, if you have your audience, you have a asset that many people would like to tap into, and that's something that we should start building up right now. So
Yeah. Thank you for staying tuned.
we'll catch you on the next video. Take care.
Goodbye.